Today, all the cows have got to go through the chute and get their vaccines. The calves have also got to go through, and the males are going to get castrated. I'm going to get a close look at every animal in this pen and make sure that everyone's doing okay. That's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. But before we get started on this, I guess I need to update you guys on what's going on with the cows. Everybody is now home from the winter pasture. None of that got filmed just because I was in a hurry that day and I wasn't working them over there. I was just running them back here. So it actually was pretty quick and not a whole lot to see. I probably should have had a camera out there, but I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't. Everyone's here now. The bulls are in, as you know. And I don't have anything that I need to do to them in the chute. And if I'm being honest, I would prefer to not gather them up with the rest of the herd. I've also got a couple of newer calves, one that was born just a couple days ago, and my plan with him is to not get him back in the corral with everybody, but I do want to get a band on him, so I'm hoping that I'll get an opportunity to just catch him out here in the corral. I don't want to run him back in the working corral because it's going to be so crowded in there, and he's so small and kind of unsure on his feet still, so I wouldn't want him to get knocked down and trampled in there. If I can locate him, we might just try to stick a band on him now. If I could put him and the bulls out here together, they could kind of keep each other company while we're working on the rest of the cows. But you know, that's the perfect world scenario, and that rarely ever happens. Now, if he has decided to lay down, I can probably catch him, but he might be up mulling around. It looks like maybe him laying in the corner there. Number 19 is the mother, and she's standing pretty close by, so I'm thinking that's probably him. I'll know for sure when I get closer. Okay, I take it back. That was not him laying on the fence. He is standing right here. Right by Mama. She may not like me doing this. It's this little guy here. All right, one down. And Mama didn't kill me, so maybe it's gonna be a good day. Now these cows, they certainly know their way through these corrals, and sometimes they'll go out of their way to not go where they should go. Come on, kids. So we'll see what kind of day today's gonna be. It's gonna be an uncooperative day. I can see it. So what's happening right now, they're all kind of balled up in this corner, and I get a couple like her that are kind of trying to break back off of there. Usually one will decide to just kind of give in and go where she's supposed to go. And once one goes, they all go. But if they just kind of stand here for too long, sometimes what I have to do is just run them back out of there and just basically, you know, hit the reset button and try this all again. Come on. You guys want to just start over? This wasn't the one, huh? We'll try it again. Just do it. Get it over with. It's gonna happen one way or another. Yeah. All right, well, I had to put the camera down there and get serious for a minute, but I did finally get them all. And you know, it's tough to gather them this time of year because all the calves are new, and as soon as the mothers start kind of going where they're supposed to go, they think, oh, where's my calf, and they want to go back and look for them. So a lot of back and forth, but we finally got them. So now we need to kind of start splitting them up and getting everybody finished here so we can turn them back out. I won't be mad anymore. The good news is that I was able to get everybody and leave my 2 youngest calves out. The one we already banded and the other one's a heifer. So I don't have anything to do with them. And they look pretty content here. So once we start turning some cows back out here, they'll have some company, but they don't look too distressed right now, so I'm not too worried about them. It's gonna be far easier to sort the cows off first because they know to come back through this gate to get out of here. But I don't want to put them back out in the main corral because as much trouble as I had getting them up here, I'm afraid we would have to go through all that again. So I was sitting here thinking, man, I wish I had a little corral, you know, off to the side that I could just hold them in until I'm ready to work on them. And then it dawned on me, I do have that. What I'm gonna try to do is run them down this alleyway into the little corral by the little manger, and just hold them in there until I get done working the calves. That way, when I'm done with the calves, I can put them in the big corral and they'll still stay separated. Baby, no. Go, 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 go. Be that way. Go babysit for me, buddy. All right, both bulls are out. It looks like we're down to the last 2 here, and they're probably going to be the hardest ones to get. She's made a liar out of me. Whew, all right. Well, the last 2 are actually maybe some of the easier ones. So I was kind of catching the calves and putting them back here in the tub to get them out of the way, but I'm gonna let everybody out now because I can't obviously take that many through the tub at one time. So let's get them out here in this bigger corral and get a look at them. So there is our 2021 calf crop, plus 1 calf from October of 20 and minus the 2 that are still out there. But yeah, this is what we're looking at this year. It's actually a pretty good group of calves. I think we've got 5 more cows that haven't calved yet. I'm not real hopeful that they will, but we'll see. There's still another about another month where they could possibly have calves, so we'll at least keep them that long, and if they don't have anything by then they're probably going to be taking a ride on the trailer. Before I can run all these little calves through this chute, I got to narrow it up on the bottom, otherwise it'll just be too big and it won't really squeeze them very good. That's going to be key when we're working on the boys today, because we're going to really need them to hold still. calves are probably the hardest ones to run through the chute because they don't flow like cows do for, you know, whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. And I haven't really figured out what the magic number is for putting calves in the tub, because we don't really do it that much. We only do it about once a year. If you got too many, it's a mess. If you don't have enough, you waste a lot of time. So I don't know, I guess you waste a lot of time either way. We got 4 here. That doesn't really seem like it's probably going to be enough, but we're going to try it. I think the best way that I've found to get calves through a full-size chute is to just leave the head gate closed, open the butt gate, and just get them in. Frontwards or backwards, we can do what we need to do. Ideally, we'll get them in frontwards. But yeah, I've found that you just waste a lot of time if you try to get them all pointing in the right direction. If I had a narrower alleyway, it'd be a whole nother story. But since they can easily turn around in this one, we just kind of take what we can get. Well, this first guy we got came in here backwards, but that might actually be better because it'll be easier for me to film what I'm doing. I choose to use bands to castrate. Some people cut. The reason that I choose bands is just because to me it's a lot easier. It's a lot, I think, less painful. Some people might make an argument on that. But also I have seen when people cut calves, bad things happen where they can't get them to stop bleeding, and just problems that I don't want to deal with. What I've noticed when I put a band on is it's not uncommon to see them go and lay around for a couple of hours, but after that they act completely normal. So people that say, you know, banding hurts them more, I disagree with that because they don't show any signs of pain or discomfort. I've got the head gate open a little bit just so I can get in there, but I'm hoping that it's closed enough down here where if he does try to kick me, it'll block it. But usually, once you get what you're looking for, they kind of hold still for you. Okay, make sure you got 2 in there. That's all there is to it. That way. The thing that I don't like about making a video about band castration is that it's really almost impossible to show you guys what I'm doing down there. I just haven't quite figured out how to get a camera down there to show you what's going on. I mean, obviously I could do it, but I would really be risking breaking the camera, and I don't want to do that. Which one of these calves is not like the others? I'm just gonna take you by yourself because you're so big, you might hurt somebody that was smaller than, now. Let's not do that. See, that right there is why I love having that tub, because when you get one that's a little goofy like that, once they're in that tub, man, the battle's over and you've won. Try that again. I don't think you can make it. If you can make it, I'll let you go. How about that? I need your front. You got to turn around. You did it once. You can do it again. That's not a good idea. Come on, turn around, girl. There you go. There you go. Now you're thinking. The reason that I wanted her front ways is because she is old enough to get a vaccination. These other calves are a little bit too young, but she was born back in October, so she's what, 8, almost 9 months old now, so she's definitely old enough to get the shot. Today we're giving Covaxin 8, which is 5 cc's subcutaneously, which is under the skin instead of in the muscle. So just because I haven't really filmed any heifers yet, they're really not getting much done to them other than I'm gonna come in here and verify that she's a heifer. So I can see that she is. Sometimes their tail kind of blocks things, so you might have to pull the tail over to check. But once we verify that, the next thing is checking her eyes. At this age and at this time of year, pink eye can start to become a problem, so I'm checking everybody as they go through. So far, we haven't had any issues, but yeah, that's about it for heifers. So I did want to show you guys how I've been catching these calves. It's not pretty, but when you're running them by yourself, that's about the best way I found to do it. A self-locking head gate would really be nice, and I might look into getting one of those in the future. So this is the tool that we use. These rubber bands, they look like little green Cheerios, and you just put them on this tool. I'm gonna try to get the camera down in there to show you guys what I'm doing. Hey buddy, I'm right here. All right. So you can see, you have to open the squeeze enough so that they can spread their legs enough so that you can get on him. And man, he is really big. I waited a little too long on this guy, but it's actually a good one to show you, because if they do have real big ones like this, what you have to do is pop them through one at a time, which is easier said than done sometimes. I know, buddy, I know. I'm sorry. I take no pleasure in this. Okay, there we go. We got them both now. That's good. Whew. I was a little nervous. I thought that might have met my match on that one. Okay. So with the bander off, always make sure you got 2 under that band. And that's all there is to it. I really did not want to get behind him with the gate open, but that was the only way I could reach. So fortunately he didn't kick me in the face, and we can move on to hopefully a calmer one. That way. All right, I got 9 calves left in here. I've been taking groups of 6. That's been working okay, but I think I can just take this entire group, because trying to take 6 and then 3, probably not the best idea. Come on, children. Up we go. Come on. All right, that's the last calf. So, start getting these cows. It seems like things have kind of been going against me today, but I have hope that bringing these cows in here is not going to be too bad, because as far as they know, the last place they saw their calves was in this pen, so they should want to come in here. I filled up the water here for them because they've been bawling all morning. I don't think they'll drink any, but at least it's there if they want it. I'm thinking the best way to do this is not bring all of them, but maybe bring, you know, between 4 and 10, something like that at a time. And that'll be a little bit easier for me to sort them out in here. Baby. You're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll take one more. 10. Oh, you get on the next one. The main cow herd is just getting one vaccination shot, and then they're back out into the corral to hopefully meet up with their calf again. Normally, you guys might remember that I used to give them a shot plus some pour-on wormer. This year, I didn't feel that the wormer was necessary after introducing the Redmond garlic salt blocks. I can tell this year that the flies are far less severe than they normally are, and I attribute it to those blocks because I have not done anything else differently. Now, if we look along the back on number 23 here, you can see that there are some flies. Apparently, she doesn't like to be on camera. She does have some flies on her back, but it's nowhere near what would be normal for this time of year. We've already been up into the 90s and near 100 a few days, so we're full swing on fly season now. And I mean, these cows look pretty good. Like I say, small number of flies, but a huge improvement. All right, well, my last 4 cows include number 20, number 12, and number 18. Those are my 3 highest strung cows. I don't believe I've ever bring them all together as a group. This could be interesting. And of course it has to happen at the end of the day when I'm tired and probably moving a lot slower than I was this morning. But maybe if I just go real easy with them, maybe I won't get injured, we won't break fences, you know, all these things that can happen. Okay, let's do it. Come on, girls. Nice and easy. You take your time. Oh, good. I did open it, didn't I? Yeah. I'm not here to hurt you guys. I know you don't believe me. I'm here to terrorize you. Left. Good. That's probably your baby calling you. Let's get this going. There you go. Bump. Come on. Can we move that? Move that out a little bit, shall we? As normal. A lot of build up for nothing, but I think what happened there is number 17, the sanest of the bunch, just happened to get out in front and come back here, and they followed her. So I think I got lucky on that one. Maybe they're not as bad as I make them out to be, but either way, we've got them in the chute now. So let's get some shots on these cows and get everybody together again, because I feel sorry for these little calves. They probably miss their moms. Now that we're all finished, not only does everybody get reunited again, but I've also got a new pasture for these cows to go into, so they're gonna be doubly happy. This calf's laying right in the gateway. He's gonna get trampled if he doesn't get up. Wait, I need to get my camera. Thank you. Now you can go. Well, the corrals are quiet now. I am absolutely exhausted. I flew my drone down to watch the cows going into their new pasture and somehow managed to crash it into a power line, and now it is in pieces. And yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I can fix it. But you know, when stuff like that happens, it's time to call it a day. Thanks for hanging out at the ranch with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.